Front Row Motorsports announces their third driver. The Clash gets a sponsor, and two former NASCAR drivers try to make a return to the sport. We'll talk about it next. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Professor Lars and this is Hitting the Wall Racing. Do all the liking and subscribing if you could. I would greatly appreciate it. So Front Row Motorsports has made their announcement for their third driver. And of course, they made their announcement on X today. It is Zane Smith. Now, if you remember correctly, I told you that Zane Smith was rumored to be in that 38 car when we talked about the charter transfers taking place due to the courts. And it is true. Those rumors were true. Now, Smith, no stranger to Front Row Motorsports. In 2022, he was in their Truck Series ride, and he won the championship in 2022 with 4 wins, 14 top 5 finishes, and he led 492 laps. In 2023, he won Daytona and COTA. In Cup, he had 2 starts, 13th at the 500 and 10th for the Coca-Cola 600. He also just missed the championship in trucks that year. 2024, he went to Spire Motorsports as a rookie, finished second at Nashville behind Joey Logano and 5th at Watkins Glen. So this is a great opportunity for Zane Smith. He was at Spire last year. He gets to go back to Front Row, someplace that he is familiar with. And this lineup with Noah Gragson and Todd Gilliland, with him added to the lineup, they're going to be tough to deal with. They're really going to be tough to deal with. Zane Smith, really good driver, had some great finishes last year as a rookie with a team that really wasn't up there. They're not in the upper echelon of NASCAR, but he still has some good finishes. Former Truck Series champion. It's going to be great for Zane Smith. And he commented on the chance to go back to Front Row Motorsports. I've always felt at home with Front Row Motorsports. They believed in me when I signed with them to race in the Truck Series initially in 2022. And we shared so much success together. Now going into next year, Front Row has really taken their Cup program to another level, and I cannot think of a better lineup of teammates. Todd and Noah are great friends of mine, and we have a lot to prove as young drivers in the Cup Series. So a great opportunity for Zane Smith. He's going back to Front Row Motorsports. And like I said, Front Row Motorsports, they have a great lineup coming up this year. They're really going to be a team to watch as the 2025 season unfolds. Speaking of drivers trying to go back to somewhere, a 65-year-old NASCAR veteran is going to try to make the Daytona 500. Mike Wallace, he's going to try to come back with MBM Motorsports to try to make the Daytona 500. Now, I'm looking down at my stats here. He has over 800 starts, does Mike Wallace, in the 3 big national series in NASCAR. He's a former Xfinity and truck champion, as well as an ARCA champion. And he's won Talladega, the other super speedway in NASCAR, in both NASCAR and ARCA. So, great opportunity for Mike Wallace, and he had a little something to say about it on J-Ski. And Mike Wallace goes on to say, 2024 was a devastating year for me with the loss of Carla, my wife of 44 years, who passed away in January from a battle with cancer. 2025 brings a fresh excitement, starting with this Daytona 500 announcement. They say you have to be in it to win it, and we are rolling into Daytona with a chance to both be a part of it and race to win the Daytona 500. Now, I hate to hear that about Mike Wallace's wife. I didn't know that she was battling cancer until I was reading that quote. And Mike Wallace kind of has a soft spot with me. My crew and I, in 1999, from college, our NASCAR Racing Weekly show, went down to Bristol. We had press passes, and we got a chance to interview Mike Wallace while we were down there. A great guy, wonderful person. As a matter of fact, he had a little fun. He poked a little fun at us because my audio guy, Eric Lester, got the microphone cable tangled up.
See, but your camera guy's not quite ready. Because you're supposed to take this thing, you're not supposed to have all the knots in it. You're supposed to be a little more prepared than that.
There was a knot still just about a second ago.
Unhook that thing right there.
He just got nervous.
Their audio man was a little whacked out here. This is an exhaust pipe. Makes a lot of noise, big noise.
So overall, just a great guy, Mike Wallace. And, you know, I wish him all the luck in the world trying to make the race. And who knows, maybe he can go in and, you know, maybe get a top 20 out of it. You never, ever know. Speaking of former NASCAR drivers, it was released by Bob Pockrass that Derek Cope is going to own a team to run in the Xfinity Series. Of course, I'm reading from Bob Pockrass's X account. Derek Cope and his family have started Cope Family Racing to compete in the Xfinity Series next season. Leland Honeyman Jr. and Thomas Anawata, I think that's how you say his name, I'm not for sure, will split driving duties of the 70 car. Full schedule of races to be determined. Will get cars from RCR and engines from ECR. So it's a great opportunity for Derek Cope to become a race car owner. Derek Cope, of course, a former Daytona 500 champion. He beat Dale Earnhardt one year, of course. About everybody beat Dale Earnhardt except for 98. But anyhow, former Daytona 500 champion. Glad to see Derek Cope coming back and going to be owning a team, having two young drivers split the duties for that team. And of course, the Clash at Bowmangray now has a sponsor. Cookout is going to sponsor the Clash at Bowmangray. This place is looking great. It's the same size track as the Coliseum. They brought in the portable safer barriers from the Coliseum. They put in some catch fencing for the fans to stay safe. It's going to be a great event. I think it's going to be great, and I can't wait to see some of the cars out there at Bowmangray. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like what I'm doing overall, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Again, we're on the push for 500 subscribers. We're at 237, but of course, we just did hit our goal of 200 about 3 weeks ago. So hit that subscribe button with the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.